Oh, thanks, kiddo. You're a good one. Bit of an early bird, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm out to catch a worm.
What kind of worm?
Christy money.
What are you after him for?
Because every week, somewhere in this city, there's a wagon load of smuggled ale with my name on it.
Oh, aye.
Yep, and all I need to do is find it.
And you think Christy Money can help you, do you?
Well, if he knows something, I'll get it out of him eventually.
Listen, if you see him, ask him if he wants me to come back to work. I'm fed up at the moment.
Do you mean, fed up?
What do you think I mean?
Well, is it a sign? Is it starting?
No.
Are you sure? You're not getting the DTs or the shakes or anything, are you?
Look, I'd just rather keep myself busy at the moment. So if you see Christy or that Leanne one, tell them to get their act together. Pair of nuisances.
Why aren't you dressed?
You know why?
No, I don't.
I'm not going to school.
But that doesn't mean you can slop around in your pyjamas all day.
He knows that. He's got work to do, haven't you? Yeah.
Go and get dressed.
I haven't finished my breakfast yet.
Get. Now.
Go easy on him, will you?
Keeping him off school isn't the answer, Di. You're just mollycoddling him.
No, we're not. We're being strict about it. He's going to do all his homework today.
You call this strict? He's still in his pyjamas.
He doesn't start till 9. He was sticking to the school timetable. I'm going to do 9 till 10 when my mum does her cleaning, and she's going to do the rest while I go to work.
You and Bridget aren't teachers.
Yeah, got more common sense than teachers.
What are you doing getting a job in Jackie's place?
What's wrong with Jackie's place?
She'll sack you as soon as she finds out.
I'll be all right.
You tried to break up a marriage, you won't last 2 minutes.
Oh, it'll be all right anyway. Sol does the hiring and firing. Listen, are you on late today?
Yeah.
What time are you in?
Full.
Oh, will you look after Louise for us?
Now you're asking me?
Well, you don't mind, do you?
What if I hadn't been on late?
But you are.
You'd be snookered now, wouldn't you?
But you are.
Well, you should have asked me before now.
Well, is it a problem?
No. Be nice to spend some time with her.
Well, what are you whinging on about then?
I'm just saying, when you've got kids, you've got to plan ahead.
Yeah, well, since when have you been an expert on kids?
I mean, she should be going to school by now.
Yeah, but, well, I wanted to go back to her old one.
You can't afford it.
I know.
So you'll have to find somewhere else, won't you?
Well, I've sent away for some brochures on cheaper places, so I'll get it sorted when they arrive.
How long's that going to take?
Oh, look, I can't talk about this now. I'm going to be late on my first day.
Just make sure I'm not late. I want you back by 4, OK?
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you later. Say Charterloo for us.
Hello, love. Is your nan in?
Nan?
Oh, what can I do for you?
This is for you.
I hope this isn't supposed to be our back pay from the bar.
No, I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Some people have no principles when it comes to debt, and the Ann Powell is one of them. 1 or 2 others I could mention, but I won't. Suffice to say, no one can accuse me of that particular crime. I will go to my grave with a clear conscience, knowing that all my debts have been paid in full.
What are you talking about?
I owe you £20.
I don't remember that.
I went to the bingo last night alone. I got lucky. I won £40 on the line. So that's your share, as per our original agreement.
Look, there's no need for this, Bridget.
Oh, I'm not happy about it. Far from it. But my word is my bond. And I don't want that on my conscience. So I hope you enjoy spending it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go and look after my grandson. Goodbye.
Nan, shouldn't doing that to make you feel bad, you know.
I know.
Where have you been?
Oh, sorry. I'll be a bit earlier tomorrow. I had to nip over to Jessie's. But between you and me, I think that bingo business will be sorted before too long.
Listen, I can't stop, Mum. Joanna's on the warpath at work. He knows what to do. I'll see you.
Bye, love. Mwah. So, what shall we start with?
Algebra.
Yeah, I'll go and put the kettle on.
Can I do you when you've finished?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, come on. It's great for cheering you up.
We'll see. Right. Which one?
Is that all you've got?
Well, I've told you I don't wear much. Not lately, anyway.
My mum's got hundreds. Shall I go and get a makeup bag?
That's not a bag. That's a sack.
Hi, kid. How you doing? Enjoying all this free time you've got?
No.
Still, means I can spend the Savvy with our Wills. Just going to go and pick him up from school.
Oh, I'm never going to be able to pay my uni fees at this rate.
Well, why won't your mother help you out? She's doing all right over in Brussels, isn't she?
She gave me the money for them back in September and, well, you know how it is.
You spent it!
Yeah, so now I'm in big trouble because I've got to pay the next instalment by the end of the month. And, as you know, I'm out of a job.
Oh, that's right. Jesse just had a big win on the bingo, haven't he?
I could ask them.
Well, you don't want to.
I feel like such a leech.
Well, I thought that's what being a student was all about.
Yeah, and I thought it was supposed to be about education.
So in this diagram, the number in each cell is formed by adding the two numbers above it. Right, I've got that. So 31 plus that equals that, and that plus that is 182. But that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's 3 numbers we know and 3 numbers we don't know.
Yeah.
So how do we find out what the missing numbers are?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Hello?
It's me dad.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just thought to come over for me dinner. Everything all right?
He's checking up on us.
No, I'm not.
What did you think we'd be doing, sitting around watching the telly?
No.
We're up to our necks in algebra here, I'll have you know.
Well, don't let me stop you. I'll just make myself a butty and keep out your way.
Would you like me to make you a cup of tea?
No, you just carry on.
So, how's your first morning been?
Great, no problem at all. I've even recruited 2 new Gold Club members. I showed them around and they signed up on the spot.
Brilliant. Oh, has there been a call from Lynn while I was out?
No.
If she rings this afternoon, page me. Anyone else, just take a message.
So who's Lynn? Your wife?
Yep.
You don't look married.
I feel it. Look, I'll get Maxine to come and relieve you now. You can go and take your lunch.
Fancy joining me?
Something while I was out.
What about after work?
I've got to drive home tonight, and if I get caught in the rush hour...
I just wanted to talk to you about a contract of employment, that's all.
What about it?
I haven't got one.
But you want one.
I'm sharing a flat at the moment with my sister and a mate. It's okay, but... Well, you know, I've got a young daughter, and we need a place of our own, really. And it's hard getting a mortgage when you haven't got some kind of guarantee of work. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't want to lose you.
So you'll give me one?
OK. I'll get something knocked up and bring it down later for you to have a look at.
Thanks, Sol. See you later.
OK.
This is a hot water tap, punk. The most powerful hot water tap in the world. And what you're going to ask yourself is it still loaded? And to tell the truth, I don't rightly know. So, are you feeling lucky, punk?
Bang, bang, bang.
Ah!
You've got to give the numbers a letter in. I know that for sure. So if you call ones that you don't know, like X, Y, and Z, 31 plus X and Y, 45 plus X and Z, and Y plus Z is 182.
So how does that help us?
I don't know, I'm rubbish at maths.
Well, you can't be good at everything. You're a lovely lad, and that's what matters.
Do you reckon my life's so bad then?
Hey, it's not always going to be like this, you know. Those bullies will burn in hell for what they've done to you. When we go to Mass on Sunday, we'll say a prayer for their immortal souls. Not that it'll do them much good. I'll tell you what, I think we've done enough maths for today. Let's stop and have some dinner, then we'll do a subject we both know a bit more about.
Which one's that?
Religious education.
No. You're not on.
What do you mean?
No more religion. And he's not going to church anymore either.
I don't think that's up to you.
You heard what I said. From now on, Anthony, no more church.
Did you find Christy Murray?
No. Disappeared off the face of the earth. What are you doing?
It's okay, don't worry. This isn't a sign either. I'm just playing with my son.
Bang! Bang!
Oh, you little devil!
Bang! Bang!
He's just a young boy who believes in God, like a lot of other young people. He's a young boy who knows the difference between right and wrong. Why should he change?
To make life easier for himself.
Don't blame him for what's going on. Blame the bullies.
Listen, getting through school is hard, and you mightn't like it, Bridget, but the way to make it easier is to keep your head down. It's to do what everyone else does, to talk the way everyone else talks, and to make sure you fit in.
If he was black, you'd have him paint his face white.
And you want to turn him into some kind of martyr.
If he was fat, you'd starve him. If he was thin, you'd want to feed him up. You should be proud of who he is.
I am!
What Anthony believes in is decent and good.
I'm not trying to stop him believing in it.
No, it's all right to believe in something. It's all right to have principles, just as long as you don't let on about them. That's the kind of man you are.
Is a cock going to crow 3 times if he takes a couple of years off?
No, well, the bully's going to stop.
They might.
Just because he tells them he's not going to church.
Is your God so desperate for attendance figures that he can't cope without my son?
You think people go to church to do God a favour? They go because they get something out of it.
They go because they think they've got to.
When there's nothing wrong and people are happy, that's probably true. But when times are hard and people have problems, they go to church because it's a comfort to them. You name it. Ancient Rome, communist Russia, South America.
We're talking about Imelda Clough here, not Joseph Stalin.
Oh, you can mock. You can be cynical. But whenever I've been at my lowest ebb, I've gone to church. Me and people like me have been doing it for centuries. Now, you might not understand that, but it's a fact. And right now, when he's going through this terrible ordeal, Anthony probably needs the church more than ever before.
I think my dad might be right, Nan. Bang! Bang!
Hey, Wills. Squirt him with this.
Hey, come on. It's the middle of winter. Don't you dare, Wills.
Go on, Wills, squirt him.
Up to your old tricks again, are you?
Oh, don't be like that, Jim. We're only having a laugh.
Not when you're on the receiving end, it's not a laugh. Put that down now.
Go on.
It's a summer gun. It's too cold for that. Go!
Quick, Wills, come on, hide. Quick.
Right.
You're right, it's a summer gun, Jim.
Now who's laughing?
Mildred and Paige started it all. Now everyone in my class is calling me an altar boy. You don't think it's funny?
Being an altar boy is nothing to be ashamed of.
It is the way they say it.
It's because they don't understand. It's always against you going to that proddy dog school.
I don't want to be an altar boy anymore, Nan.
That's okay, Anthony. Nobody's forcing you to be one.
I don't want to go to church either.
Right. Well, that's settling.
Have you lost your faith?
No, I still believe in God. Just that the thing is, if I didn't believe in him, then maybe all this wouldn't have happened.
You're doing the right thing, son.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Do you think you could go back to school tomorrow?
Please, Dad, no, not yet.
Well, I best get back there. But they'll be calling me worse names than altar boy. I'll see you later.
I'm sorry, Nan.
There was no need for that.
That'll teach you to gun run for 4-year-olds, won't it, eh? Hi, Mart.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, kidder, you go and get out of that uniform, eh, before we completely ruin it. Go on.
You not in school this, have you?
No, I'm taking him to the dentist. What's up with your Anthony, by the way?
How do you mean?
Well, I saw him before. He's off and on, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's up with him?
You know, something and nothing.
He's getting a bit of stick, isn't he?
Who told you?
He told me himself.
Stick about what?
He's getting bullied.
Is that why he's off?
For now. Till we get it sorted. Di's got this daft idea we can teach him at home.
Well, it's not impossible. If you get the right books. Hey, and don't forget, most of the time, teachers are only one chapter ahead of the kids.
Yeah, I know, but the LEA won't go for it, will he?
Listen, mate, as far as the law's concerned, all you got to do is provide an education, not send them to school.
You think so?
I know so!
Sounds like you run away from the problem, if you ask me. Where's your Christy got to, by the way?
I haven't got a clue. Listen, lads, I better go. See you later.
Later.
What am I going to do now, eh?
Well, do you really need to find Christy?
No, but I need to find the smugglers. And he can lead me right to them.
And so could the driver.
What driver?
Oh, the one you followed from the pub to the drop-off point. If you know his routine...
No, he would have changed his routine by now.
Why?
Because we've already had the lorry off him once. For all I know, he might not even be working for them anymore.
Tim, as far as the smugglers are concerned, Christy got into the lorry at the drop-off point. That industrial estate. That's where they got caught out. So they're not going to go back there again, are they, eh? But they don't know anything about the pub. And the driver's not going to say anything, because that's his little deal on the side, isn't it, eh? His little few bob for himself. And the driver never saw you at the pub, did he?
No.
No. So he doesn't know the pubs where you caught up with him.
Yeah, but he's not going to take that chance again, is he?
Look, he must have been mates with the landlord to do the deal in the first place, yeah? So if you had a mate who was a landlord and a load of duty-free ale to sell, what would you do?
Tragedy! When the feeling's gone and you can't go on, it's tragedy.
What's up? Did it go wrong again?
Let's do a different one.
Oh, I'm just getting the hang of that one.
We should sing something else.
Why? What's up?
Well, you've just had a tragedy, haven't you?
You think this will bring back bad memories?
Sorry, I should have thought.
Come here.
Oh, aye, Wills, look out, here comes the leech.
All right, Jimmy. Are you Wills?
Did you suck your hand dry like I told you to?
No, not yet, I haven't.
We better get a move on, haven't you?
I know.
And so would we, otherwise we're going to be late for our appointment, aren't we, son?
Oh, you going to see the doctor?
Dentist. He's having a checkup.
Oh, right, I thought you might have been going to talk about, you know, the other thing.
The other thing?
You know, what we talked about last week.
Oh, coming off my medication?
Yeah,
I've already done that.
you haven't.
I have, yeah. No, don't be worrying about it. Chat it over with the doctor, you know what I'm doing.
How are you feeling?
It's only been a couple of days, but... no, I think I'm fine.
Right. And Jimmy, if you need anything, you know where I am.
Ah, cheers, Nick. Nice one. We'll see you later, eh? Come on, son.
See ya. Bye, Wills.
What time's my mum due back?
Well, put it this way. If she's not back in the next 20 minutes, there's going to be murder.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
She promised she wouldn't be late.
She used to promise Richard that all the time.
Diane, is Bridget in there?
Oh, yeah, she should be.
Mom!
Hello.
She won't be a sec.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Oh, it's you.
This is for you. It's a cheque for £750, half my share.
I'll leave you to it.
Are you sure about this?
If it means we can be friends again, it'll be worth it.
Thanks. It's the first good thing that's happened all day.
So, do you fancy an afternoon session tomorrow? Split our winnings 50-50.
I'm supposed to be looking after Anthony again.
Tomorrow night, then?
Maybe, but I'll let you know. Oh, and thanks for this, Jess.
You're welcome. Sure.
Bye.
What's made her change her mind?
I gave her £20 this morning. Told her it was half of what I won last night and let her guilty conscience do the rest.
You didn't go to the bingo last night.
I know. I think it's what you call a lost leader. Anyway, we've more important things to talk about than this.
Like what?
Anthony's decided he doesn't want to go to church anymore.
It's for 12 months, which is 6 months longer than my contract. So be grateful.
I am really grateful. So let me buy you a drink upstairs.
Oi! What are you playing at?
I was just about to leave.
4 o'clock, I said.
Oh, is that the time? Well, I had to stay behind and sign my contract. And this is Sol, by the way, my boss.
Yeah, I know. And this is Louise, by the way, your daughter. I'm off to work now.
I'm really sorry about that. She's a bit moody at the moment. Grief, you see. She needs lots of support. So what about that drink?
As I say, I'm driving home to Leeds tonight.
Oh, come on, a quick one. My way of saying thanks for the contract.
Don't you think you should get your daughter home?
Here he comes.
You still here?
Got your own way again, didn't you?
Can I not even get my coat off?
Mum says you've been on her aunt to stop going to church.
Have you spoken to him about it?
Not yet, he's upstairs.
It was his decision, Dad.
Like Adele's abortion was her decision, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ever since then, ever since you assaulted poor Father Pat, you've been whittling away at those kids, poisoning them with your bigotry.
Nah, that's your job.
Oh, it's always the church's fault. It's never your responsibility.
Did you not hear a word that boy said at dinner time?
No, I could only hear you.
He's sick and tired of being the odd one out. He's fed up of kids laughing at him because he's religious. He doesn't want to be a freak, and he doesn't want to go to church anymore.
He doesn't have to go, then. It's as simple as that.
Diane.
I'm not going to force him, Mum.
Well, I know you're not. I'm not asking you to.
Sounds that way to me.
They're forcing him to stay away, and we're letting them do it. Freedom to worship is a basic human right.
Yeah, and when you're 12, fitting in's basic common sense.
No wonder this world's going to the dogs. No wonder some of our cardinals are saying Christianity's almost vanquished.
Not my problem, Bridge.
When I came to Liverpool in the 60s, there were over 20 parishes in this city. Now there's only 11. St Finbarr's has gone, the Holy Cross, St Mary's. And in this day and age, it's an absolute disgrace when decent Catholic boys are persecuted just because...
It's not about being Catholic.
Of course it is.
The bullies were Catholic. They got expelled from Rodney Bennett before they came to our place.
And doesn't that speak volumes?
They're not being sectarian. They're just being kids. It's about peer group pressure.
Call it what you like, but we should be fighting it.
Bridget, you're a dinosaur. Why don't you just go home and take your persecution complex with you?
Right. I'll do that. And I'm sorry, but I won't be able to sit with Anthony tomorrow. I've made arrangements to go out with Jessie. So if you're going to continue to let these two bullies get their own way and keep him out of school as well as church, then you're going to have to do it yourself. Or get some other dinosaur to do it for you. Bye.
Will I never be going back to school?
I'm going to send you to boarding school. Is it okay if I read a bit more of this?
The more you know, the better you'll be able to help me if I start changing.
But you know, Ray's got a couple of women after his bingo winnings.
You'll get me shot if Jessie has any of this, you know.
Hi, son, all right?
No, there's a fella at the front door trying to get in.
He's been hanging round, behaving a bit strange.
Doesn't get any stranger than Brookside tomorrow at 8:30 on 4. Next, in an exclusive Channel 4 documentary, Flora Keys, the daughter of former Tory cabinet minister Cecil Parkinson and Sarah Keys, tells her story.
History and geography today.
What exactly are you going to do?
Learn all the capitals and then the kings and queens of England.
Good lad.
And you call that an education? Proper education. Sports, clubs, meeting new friends. This is wrong.
And the right thing to do is?
I don't know.
Anthony?
Yeah?
Tomorrow, we're going into town to buy you some workbooks for each subject.
Do you think they'll have some good ones on DT?
And what?
Design technology? It's all right, I know what it is.
And I'm going up to see Adele in a minute to get her to set you some work.
I've got loads, Mum.
Yeah, but we want to make sure you're being stretched.
I'm okay.
I'll be the judge of that.
Sorry, it's not my fault.
Hey, what's happened to your hand?
Oh, it's just when I pulled that fella off in the fight over at Marty's, I caught his tooth on me knuckle. It's only a little nick, like, but it swelled up yesterday, so I went to the drop-in centre.
And you had to have it seen to?
Yeah. It's infected. I'm on antibiotics.
You had to get a jab.
Oh, at the walk-in from Nisha?
Yeah. I mean, she said it's a fairly common thing, you know, in fights and that, because there's so much bacteria in the mouth, you know.
Well, you live and learn.
Yeah, could have lost a couple of fingers, you know, babe.
Yeah, shut up.
Get a claim in.
You know what? I might do. There's water coming out of the overflow, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'll be up in the loft in a minute. Check it out.
Is it a big job, like?
Nah, no, it's just a ballcock sticking, I suppose. Are you two going to university?
We're going to go down the library and Nikki's going to go and see a couple of agencies, see if she can get herself a job.
Ah, a couple of extra bob. Always comes in handy, doesn't it?
Off your mum.
Yeah.
She all right then?
Yeah, she's great. She's wishing me all the best in my new term and saying don't spend too much on booze and clothes. I wish.
Look, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go down the student union and ask them to give us a crisis handout.
They won't give you anything.
Why not?
Because it's not really a crisis, is it?
I'm in arrears for 2 terms now. I've got no job. I think that is a crisis.
I still don't reckon they're going to give you anything.
Well, I might as well pack in uni right now, then. I'm not going to get the money anywhere else, am I?
No!
Blaming Nora!
I nearly had an heart attack then, Jim.
What are you doing?
I was worried about you.
Why didn't you just knock on the door?
Well, I was going to, but Em didn't want me to while she was in the...
Tim, it's not like that. I'm not psychotic. I have what we call a certain insight into my condition. I can tell when things are going off.
Well, what was all this don't open the door stuff then?
In case I get a bit depressed, they recommend I channel it into anger. But in private. So for me, that'll be in there. But don't worry, I'll give you plenty of warning.
So, have you been okay, like?
Yeah. Hey, I've knocked off drinking coffee. It's got caffeine in, hasn't it, hey? That's a stimulant. Could have a dodgy effect. See? Says it all in here.
Where'd you get this?
Webpage off the net. It's a radical bipolar site. Excellent.
Free your mind.
That's the one. I've joined a self-help group and all on the web. And you know something? They've all been through it.
It says here, if you're thinking of stopping your medication, you should see a doctor.
I know.
Well, have you seen yours?
Oh, tell me about it. Dr. Parr, right knock he is.
And did they say it was okay to stop?
If he had his way, I'd be fully sedated and in a straitjacket.
Yeah, but...
Tim, have you seen me screaming at the moon? Or coming close to cutting me wrists?
No.
No! So I must be doing something right.
Look, is it okay if I read a bit more of this?
Yeah, no, go on, help yourself. The more you know, the better you'll be able to help me if I start, well, you know, changing.
Adele's given you some good work here by the looks of things.
I've already done the Vikings. 8th to the 11th century they invaded, and they were sea bodies, and used to come on land and bird make and pillage, and everybody hated them because they used to do all these tortures where they got the villages and that.
Anthony, be quiet, please. Just do the work.
I've already done it.
You can't have done everything.
Vikings done it, Romans done it, ancient Britain, boring. I've done it all in class, Mum.
OK, let's look at the biology. You've kind of done all that as well.
Let's have a look. Photosynthesis? No. Reproduction.
Plant reproduction.
Yeah, some of it looks okay.
I know it's not ideal, love, but we'll get the hang of it soon.
Will I never be going back to school?
We're going to send you to boarding school.
Shut up, you.
I get bored sitting at home every day.
I get bored sitting home every day with you as well.
Don't start, you two. We'll find your school somewhere, but not Brookie Comp.
Hey, maybe we could send you to a boarding school in Australia, mate.
I don't think that'd be far away enough from you.
All right, you two. I don't want any tit for tat when I go to work.
I'm going out now anyway.
I thought you were staying at home.
I've got to go and estimate the job on Danny Nolan's car. Could be the clutch.
That means he's going to be at home on his own.
Oh, sorry, but I need the money. I won't be too long anyway. Catch you later.
What?
I don't know whether I'm doing right or wrong here.
Why?
Maybe I should throw a sickie.
Your boss will kick off, won't she?
It's about priorities, love.
Mum, I'm 12. I'll be okay.
Are you sure?
Pause.
I'm off then. Do the work. Don't open the door to anyone. And make yourself lots of cold drinks. I don't want you scalding yourself on the kettle.
Mum, I'll just work and work and work.
Good lad. See ya.
Ciao.
How long's the water going to be off, Ray?
Oh, a couple of hours. The tank needs a new bullcock unit. I'm going to slip out and get one.
You get some fish as well? My nan asked me, but seems you're going that way.
Cod or haddock.
Cod, I think.
Hey, do you know, I might get some fillet steak. Splash out a bit.
Don't let the woman behind the fish counter know about your dosh, Ray. You'll have a couple of more gold diggers after your winnings.
What gold diggers?
Oh, didn't you know Ray's got a couple of women after his bingo winnings, haven't you, Ray?
You get me shot if Jessie hears any of this, you know. Now listen, right? This is for flushing the loo, and those are for your drinks. Now don't get them mixed up, okay? I'll see you soon.
T-bone steak for me, please, Ray.
Sorry, do you want a coffee?
Nah. Have one of those pukey herbal tea things. Hey, it's good stuff in there, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know this thing about being Batman or Jesus Christ? What's that all about?
That's when I go manic.
And have you had an attack of that?
No. Well, not since that day I flew across in my bat plane to Douglas to take over the Isle of Man.
I'm being serious, Jim. I want to understand all this. I mean, it's one thing stopping all these drugs and getting control, but you might have it all wrong.
It's not about being wrong. It's about who should be in charge of who. See, I knew I went right off it. Keeping the kids in that class, you know, ending up on the roof trying to top myself. But when I got to hospital and started going over it, I realised I'd lost control of my life. I was relying on Jackie. And after her, I was relying on Lindsay.
So can it be caused by your family?
They're part of it, yeah. And stuff that happened when you were a kid. Problems in your marriage. And then being a smackhead and all that went with that couldn't have helped. But all that clutter's out of the way now. Just have to look out for me. Get myself a new job when the drugs are out of my system. And, yeah, it'll be plain sailing.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll have a talk to Em. Tell everything's going to be fine, eh?
It will be. But just remember, I can't give you a 100% guarantee it'll all be smooth. But if I've got yours and Em's back up, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, go on, Tim. Stop the messing, will you?
Anthony, can you get your parents, please? Anthony, I'm not going away until I speak to your parents.
You can't stay there forever.
Well, we can get a skip.
Oh, behave yourself, will you? That'll cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, but there's all this rubbish here as well.
Hi, son, all right?
No, there's a fella at the front door trying to get in.
What? Get back in and lock the door. Go on.
Hey, you!
What's your game, sunshine?
Beg your pardon?
What are you doing round here?
Are you Mr. Murray?
What's it to you?
I'll take that as a no, then.
What do you think you're playing at, frightening kids?
I rang the doorbell.
Yeah, and you were looking through the window as well.
Who are you?
I'm here to see Mr. or Mrs. Murray.
What about?
That's between me and them.
Are you the police?
No.
What's up? We've just caught him looking through your window.
You're from the Cloughs?
What?
That scummy lot.
Are you a member of the Murray family?
Tell him nothing, Steve.
No.
I'll call back another time.
Who's that, Steve?
Are you Mr. Murray?
Might be.
Can't anyone here give me a straight answer?
Matt, he's been hanging round, behaving a bit strange.
Are you Mr. Murray or not?
Who are you first?
Mr. Barrett, Educational Welfare Officer.
That lot?
You should have said that straight away, mate.
Yeah, we could have given you an hiding there.
It's
a plant pot.
Listen, we were only concerned for your Anthony, Matt.
Thanks, Jim.
Is it all right, Dad?
Yeah, this is Mr.
Barrett.
He's from the education.
Has your son been in the house on his own?
Yeah, my mum's only been gone about 5 minutes.
I've been here about 5 minutes.
Well, I meant 6.
Yes. Can we conduct an interview inside, Mr. Murray?
After you.
Mind you, all that.
No. Go and see your mum, ask her if she'll come home.
Hi, Steve! Hey!
All right. Do you know what all this is about?
Yes. The root of it is alleged bullying.
What do you mean, alleged? This happened?
Yeah, it's been going on for ages as well.
Yeah, and, do you want to go upstairs and do some reading?
Yeah, I'll go and do that history. I'm up to ancient Britain, you know. It's dead interesting. Hey, there's these fellas that put blue on their faces, you know. It's called woad. And...
The point is, the way to deal with bullying, actual or alleged, doesn't include keeping the child off school.
Yeah, I know. But we were left with no option.
That education fellow was a weirdo, wasn't he?
It wound me up, to be honest with you. Been trying to avoid all that sort of thing.
Look, why don't you have a lie down, eh?
Nah. Fresh air will be better.
Shall I come with you?
I'm all right.
Oh, yeah, do you mind if I come in? That fella's still in ours.
Help yourself, son. I'm off out.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Hands are freezing working on cars outside.
Yeah, well, it's a mug's game fixing cars with no garage.
Yeah, well, if I had my own place, I'd be in there, wouldn't I?
You'll never get your own gaff doing little jobs like that.
You'd have to walk before you can run.
Unless you join me.
Doing what?
Well, I'm preparing a big earner, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
And I need another pair of hands.
Shay, I'm gonna go and ask Anita. Ask Matt to see if he needs any waiting on.
Well, you've already got 2 interviews for next week.
Yeah, but he'd be dead handy to get working here, wouldn't
Fair dues, I'll meet you back at base.
he? Okay, see you later.
See you later. All right. What are you doing around here?
I was just seeing about a membership for the health club.
Isn't there nowhere closer to yours?
Yeah, but The aerobic teacher's got a good reputation.
Oh, I just thought he might be chasing after the rain for his dosh.
Oh, you're obsessed with this gold digging thing, aren't you? No, I've had a look round and can catch the bus home now.
You've just missed one, you know.
I was miles away.
Too many late nights at the bingo, eh? Sounds to me like somebody needs a holiday.
I'll tell the boss you recommended it.
I understand that we've been going around in circles, and I also understand that there's a lot of ambiguity in this case. Now, in order for us to move forward, I suggest we attempt a reintegration program.
Which is?
We slowly reintegrate Anthony back into the school.
What, about 1 day a week or something?
We can get to the detail later. But I feel that it's important that we build in some sort of behavioral element.
I'm sorry you've lost me.
Anthony may have some difficulties with socialization.
Our Anthony has difficulty with bullies.
You know as well as I do that children may take advantage of a child who's a bit different.
Yeah. So what's your point?
There may be something we need to do about the way Anthony interacts with other children.
Listen, don't you come here spouting your psychobabble about socialization and behavioral elements. Have you had a look at the sign at the school entrance? Where it says Brookside Comprehensive. We embrace difference. So maybe you better think again about what you're trying to tell me.
Look, it'll be a doddle. We take the truck that makes deliveries to all the little operators.
If it's that easy, why has no one done it before? I mean, these guys are heavy, aren't they? They scared me Uncle Christy.
Winnie the Pooh would scare your Uncle Christy. Come on, we're young and fit. We'll be out of there before they know it. And anyway, it's just a delivery boy.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, if it gets a bit heavy, we'll step away. It was me thinking you could handle yourself.
I can. Ask the Cloughs.
I'll tell you what, come on the recce with me. And if your bottle goes...
Me bottle won't go.
Should I tell you where and when then, eh?
I'd only left our Anthony for 5 minutes because I had to rush over to work in an emergency.
You're a hairdresser.
Yeah.
It's not for me to say whether it's right for you to leave Anthony unattended. But let me sum up. Anthony has to return to school. We've talked about a reintegration plan. That means...
I know what reintegration means.
I hope you understand its benefits as well.
Will it benefit Anthony or the school's reputation?
Mr. Barrett thinks that if the reintegration plan is successful, it'll help Anthony out of this... mindset.
Mindset of being a victim.
That makes it sound like you think he brought it on himself.
The plan is designed to look at all angles of the problem.
Like the bully.
That's taken care of in a mediation meeting.
Reintegration, mediation, it's all words.
I don't want to mention the law and prosecution, okay? Let's steer well clear of that avenue.
The law? I've been in schools for ages. I've never known anyone being prosecuted, not even the parents of the worst scowls.
Well, I have a job to do, and I think it's important that you understand that this policy has to be seen to be effective.
So you're going to make an example of us?
I wouldn't put it like that, but we have to tighten up.
Thanks for all your help.
That went well. I'm sorry I left Anthony on his own. It must have looked terrible.
Forget it. The point is, he's probably got us down as bad parents.
But we're not.
He's marked our card, Di. Let's just try and do it his way. Otherwise... Well, you heard what he said. He's got to prosecute.
Mr. Hilton?
Yeah?
It's me from the bingo. I work with Jerome. Helen.
Helen? Oh, the check lady.
That's me.
You're my favourite person. What a fantastic night. £3,000, eh? Well, It's nearly all gone now, you know, with Christmas and the New Year and that.
I'm not after your money.
Oh, good. Oh, well, I didn't think you were, actually. Well, look, if it's not a rude question, what do you want?
Is there somewhere we can go and talk? A bar or somewhere?
Look, love, I'm a married man.
Please, I need to speak to you.
Well, some other time, maybe. I've got to go and look at my water tank.
Mr. Hilton, I don't want to do this here.
What are you talking about?
You... Oh, God. I've been waiting around all day. Longer, really. I think you're my dad. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it like this. I wanted it to be much more, I don't know, gentle.
Do you know? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Please, Mr. Hilton, don't walk away from me. Not again.
I am not your father. So go away and don't come back. Go on. Go on, you heard what I said. Get away.
Please don't shut the door.
Come in. Come in.
What exactly is involved?
You agreed to come with me on the recce. That's all you need to know.
Mike, it's pathetic having to live like this.
I've seen the size of my dad's gas bills. I'm telling you, we're being practical.
Wake up, you drunken cow. What are you doing getting drunk in front of your own daughter? You're disgusting.
Brookside returns Wednesday, 8 o'clock, here with 4. Now settle in for a night of laughs. Father Ted sets the high standard. Priests in limbo and a craggy island in need of real salvation. Look, get the rosary beads out and be quick about it.
Right, can you tell me now I'm going to be back in for me tea? Ray,
What was that, love?
can you tell me now I'm going to be back in for me tea?
All right.
You all right? Got something on your mind?
Oh, I was just a bit tired, you know. I've been sleeping well.
Oh, I've got to go. See you later. Bye.
Ta-ra, love.
Do you want some soup?
No, thanks. I'm never going back to Ravenspeak, am I?
Your mum says it'll be sorted soon.
She says loads of things, and they never happen.
Hiya. Want some soup?
No, thanks. I better get back to work.
Do you know what day it is?
I know. It's the first day of Easter term.
Then what's happening about me going back to school?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
I haven't even got a top-up for my phone to text my friends. They'll all be back there now.
I've looked at some school brochures, but we can't afford to let you board. I didn't know it'd be this much. It's cold in here.
No, I've turned the heating off.
What for? It's freezing.
I've seen the size of that lecky bill, and the one from the gas is due any time now. I'm scared stiff how big it's going to be.
What about Beth? It's far too cold for her.
Should be all right. Just put a couple of jumpers on. It should be fine running round. Do you want some juice, babe?
This is garbage. Belongs on the tip.
Can't we at least try it?
What do you want a water feature for, eh? Why do you want to be like that Blair from The Whittle?
I'm not copying off him. I was reading this magazine article in work, and you're making all sorts of water features. They used all kinds. They used sinks, barrels. So why can't we make one out of a bath?
Suppose it'll stop air banging on next door. And Jimmy.
Can we start it later on? I've got a few bags of pebbles and stones behind the extension.
No, I can't. Steve's coming over in a minute. I've got to go out.
But it's me half a day off.
I've got to go and watch that pub. See if that brewer's driver turns up.
You got to?
You know I do. Yeah, I'll tell you what. How's about we start at the weekend, eh? Okay?
Hello?
Mr. Hilton,
Speaking.
it's Helen Carey. I'd like to talk to you. Can I come and see you?
Hey, if she wants a water feature, why don't you just get her the proper kit thing?
If she wants to use some minty old bath, I'm not bothered, as long as it keeps her happy. And anyway, if we crack this job, she can have Niagara Falls in the back if she wants.
Oh, so it's big money we're talking then, is it?
Well, enough, yeah.
I mean, what exactly is involved?
You agreed to come with me on the recce. That's all you need to know.
You said I could be in on it if I wanted.
You haven't committed yourself yet, so we can't risk to give you any of the details. For now, I just want you to drive. And don't worry, there's no risk in that yet.
So, you're telling me Richard was right? My marriage isn't valid? Well, what about money? The last time I saw him, he said he'd see me right. Well, why has he changed his mind? He promised. So I come out without a penny. 3 o'clock on Wednesday? Yeah, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Can I help you, Sol?
Has the new stationery turned up for the printers yet?
No, not yet. I'll give you a buzz when it arrives, shall I? That ad we put in the papers, we've had lots of membership inquiries.
Good.
Who is it we're waiting for?
You'll know when we see him. It's the way it's got to be.
All right.
So how's your aunt doing in school? You know, this bullying thing?
My mum and dad have got an appointment at the school tomorrow.
Won't solve anything. The only way you can do that is by giving them a good hiding.
I know, that's what I said. I'm dying for a best man off the nip inside the pub. What's up?
Nothing. Just hurry up, will you?
Please don't shut the door.
Come in. Come in. I'm afraid I won't be able to spare you much time. Jessie, my wife, she's shopping in town. She'll be back any minute. And, oh, hey, sit down, sit down.
I'm sorry about yesterday. Must have been a bit of a shock.
Yeah, I should have stayed and talked. But, what is it that you actually want?
My mum died last August. I found this letter in her things. It's from someone called Sylvia Morgan. Do you know the name? I say my mum died, but, well, it seems, June Hart wasn't my real mum.
June Hart? Well, you've lost me now.
Sorry. This is hard for me. I loved me mum. And I went to pieces when she died and I found out she wasn't my own flesh and blood.
What has all this got to do with me?
This is a letter to the woman I called Mum, from someone called Sylvia Morgan, her sister. According to this, Sylvia had an affair with a married man and had a baby. Me. And for some reason, I was passed on to June and Alan. And no one's ever told me. I don't know if I've got this right. I don't know if you are the man I'm looking for. It says here that my father was a Ray Hilton from Tuebrook. Worked at Ford's. I don't want to cause any trouble. But I was shattered when I found out my real mother was Auntie Sylvia. I don't even know if she's still alive. I don't really know anything about her.
Supposed to be your day off.
Yeah, I know, but one of the lads has gone down with the flu. It's only going to be for 3 or 4 hours, and we need the OVs.
I know.
I'll be back by tea time. You be a good girl for your mum, and I'll be back in time to give you a nice bath, eh?
See ya.
See you later.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell your daddy. But shall we put the heating on? Just for an hour, eh? We'll be warm as toast, won't we?
I'm sorry about that.
You're all right.
You probably think I'm some hysterical woman. I just can't get it out of my head. I want to find my real parents.
Have you tried the Salvation Army? They're the best at finding people.
I want you to help me.
Well, how can I help?
I want you to tell me. Are you the same Ray Hilton? Are you the married man who had an affair with Sylvia Morgan? It was a long time ago, I know. I was born in 1961 in Tuebrook. You can see the address in that letter. The same district where Ray Hilton lived. Is it you? Did you live there? Did you work at the Ford plant? Are you my dad? It was all a long time ago. If you did, if you were involved with Sylvia Morgan, what harm can it do telling me?
It's been a big shock for me as well, you know. But I think there's a chance you might be right.
You knew her?
Yeah, I hate to say this, but so did a lot of other people. She's what you call a good time girl, you know. I was with her for a bit in the 50s.
So you could be my father?
Oh, all I'm saying is, there's a chance.
I've got to know. I need to know.
Hey, look, Jess will be back here soon. Can't we talk about this some other time, some other place? I mean, I shouldn't have let you in here.
I'm sorry I pushed you. We could meet somewhere else. Can we meet tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want Jessie to find out about this.
Do you know the Black Bull pub near Manor Park Library?
Yes, I know it. Now, look, I've got to ask you to leave now.
I could be there tomorrow afternoon, 2:30. Will you come?
I'll think about it. Now, would you please go? Please, please go!
Please turn up tomorrow.
All right, I will. Hey, Jessie's granddaughter's coming. No, please go. Go on, off you go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hello, love.
Hiya. Right, who was that?
One of those Jehovah's Witnesses, you know. Couldn't get shut of her. I talk about the hind leg off a donkey.
She looks familiar, I'm sure I've seen her somewhere before.
Yeah, well, she did say that she lived round here once.
That's funny, she got off the clothes without doorstepping anyone else. Not like a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Where is he? It's been over 2 hours.
Yeah, well, it's got to be done.
Do you really think this fella's going to show up?
How should I know? All I know is we've got to put in the time.
Yeah, well, this doesn't seem very professional to me. It's too, I don't know, hit and miss.
Look, if you want out, just say.
Well, it's not that, it's just...
Well, what then?
Well, I'm not being funny, but the only crime of the century of yours that I know about is when you burgled our house.
Yeah, and that pillock uncle of yours cocked that one up.
Yeah, and I moved it out. Wasn't exactly what you call a success, was it?
Yeah, well, this one will be. I learnt me lesson last time. Next time, I'll get it right.
Yeah, but still sitting here. Haven't you had enough?
I suppose so, yeah.
You'd be better off building that water feature for your missus.
I tell you what, if we pack it in, are you up for tomorrow?
What else have I got to do?
Let's go then, eh?
Yes.
Just one thing. No moaning tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Again?
No, she's gone to Black Bingo with Bridget.
Oh, right, that's good. Why didn't you go with them?
I didn't fancy it.
So what are you up to?
I was just looking for my manual for my jigsaw, you know. It must be in the garage.
I can't believe you dug this hole all by yourself.
My dad taught me. I wanted the footing for a kitchen extension all by myself when I was 14. Look, if you want to help, you can get the hose pipe.
Oh, it'll be dark soon. Can't we go inside and I'll finish off tomorrow?
Listen, I want to get it finished now. So, get the hose pipe and then you can get them stones.
Do you want some of this? Please, I'm parched.
Oh, let's ask your mum what she wanted for the tea.
I don't think she'll want any.
Hey?
She came in with one of her migraines.
Wake up. Wake up, you drunken cow. What are you doing getting drunk in front of your own daughter? You're disgusting.
It's okay. Leave her. You best let her sleep it off.
She wish she'd slept forever when she wakes up.
Now you know why Richard's fed up of her.
In a lonesome hut out of town, an ex-big...
Keep still, will ya?
You look right ponce at manicured nails.
You look a mess.
I'm not surprised looking at all those rocks around.
Yeah, but it looks brilliant, doesn't it? I'm going to get a little fountain for in the middle of it. Other hand... What?
Well, I don't want Jimmy see me like this.
Why not?
Hi, kids. Hey, I see you got round to shifting that bath.
Yep, no probs.
Nice one, where is it?
It's in the back. Go and have a look what we've done with it.
Hey?
Go on, it's outside. Go and have a look. We need some little lights around it so we can see it from the house.
Yeah, and I can run it off the same circuit as your little fountain.
Shh, he's coming back.
What the hell do you think you're doing, building a pond?
It's a water feature.
It's got water 2 feet deep right in the middle of my garden.
Hey, chill out. We thought you'd like it.
It's crazy! I don't know what's wrong with you. I told you to get rid of it.
Is this it?
What?
All that manic stuff. He's on one. Take a tablet, Jimmy. You don't know what you're doing.
No way am I manic. Don't even think it. It's a pond. Don't you know? Haven't you heard?
All right, calm down. It's only a pond.
And the last pond we had in that garden nearly killed our Wills. He was in intensive care for a week. He nearly died.
All right, sorry, Jimmy. We didn't know if you
I want
wanted
it emptied and I want it pulled out tomorrow. Do you hear? I am not having any ponds.
You can put a cover over it.
No ponds! Absolutely no ponds!
Right, so I fixed up the telly. Are you coming up?
Is Beth okay?
Yeah, she's flat out. It feels warm in here.
Well, we had to eat, so I put the oven on dinner.
All right. Are you coming then?
Mike, it's pathetic having to live like this.
Rachel, I've seen the size of my dad's gas bills. I'm telling you, we're being practical.
It's only 6:45. It feels weird going to bed so early.
OK, then. We'll have a cup of tea before we go up, eh?
Can we afford to boil the kettle?
I'm only trying to save us money.
Oh. time is it?
3 hours after I came in and found you plastered in front of your daughter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lou.
Saying sorry's no use. What sort of a mother carries on like that? What sort of example are you? Louise. Louise. Go wash that in my room. Tail on the waterworks won't work. You're a disgrace. How can you do that to your own daughter?
I didn't want to. It's what happened today. I just couldn't help it.
What happened?
I spoke to my lawyer about the settlement. Richard's changed his mind, even after he promised.
Oh, Sammy.
After all these years, and I come out without a penny.
I dread the thought of seeing me dad tomorrow in his prison clothes and that.
Well, he'll be glad to see you.
Yeah, I hope so.
His carpet's soaking wet. And there's water coming down the wall.
There must be a burst.
Where?
There must be a loft. Watch yourself, Rach.
Well, do something quick. He's going to flood us out.
What I want to know is, did he know all along? Did he know that getting married there wasn't legally binding?
Surely not.
Yeah, well, it was nice and convenient, wasn't it, for when his new model came along?
What do you mean?
Well, why do you think my credit cards were stopped and Louise's school fees weren't paid? Because he's spending his money on some 20-year-old American girl he's been seeing.
No.
It's been going on for over a year. I didn't do anything about it, just carried on doing my own thing, hoping it'd stop.
How could you?
Because I'm addicted to the lifestyle, that's why. I couldn't do without the houses, the boat, the cars. I wish I'd never seen any of it.
Why can't you try again?
He doesn't love me, and I don't love him. So what's the point?
Be careful. Can you see anything?
No, not yet. Oh, it's soaked. Rach, I've got it. It's one of the joints. Can you do us a favour? Grab us the pliers that in the bottom drawer under the washing machine.
No, I'm going to have to try and settle Beth, or she won't go back to sleep. You'll have to get him.
What are you going to do?
I've got a 12-month contract at Jackie Dixon's place. I'm working for a pittance and I've got a 9-year-old daughter to support. What can I do? Look for another fella with money.
That's stupid.
But that's how I am. I don't feel like I can handle anything unless I've got a rich fella behind me.
You've got to stop thinking like that.
Yeah, well, maybe if I was more like you, I would.
Don't be soft.
I'm not like you. I'm not strong enough.
Me?
You are strong. Look what you've been through and you've survived.
Well, I had the bottle as well, you know. Must be something in the family.
But you stopped. I'd have been hitting the bottle for the rest of my life if I was in your position.
Well, you've got to stop it. It's not going to help you. Or Louise, is it?
I know. I don't know why I do it.
Never talked like this before, have we? You've never been open and honest with me.
There's always a first time.
You'll have to hurry up. The downstairs carpets are wet.
Only take a minute, Rach. No!
What's happened?
I bust the joint, mate, when you turn the water off.
How?
Under the kitchen sink. Would you hurry up? Oh, what an idiot. Rach, will you hurry up? Rachel!
Has it stopped, Mike?
It's gone everywhere.
Well, can you fix it?
I'm gonna need a plumber. And somewhere we've got no water.
Oh, no.
We'll manage.
What's happening?
Oh, no. It's short of the electrics.
What are we going to do?
Do you know what?
Ridge? For once, I'd like a bit of good news, a bit of luck.
You've been watching too many gangster films, mate.
Well, you better be ready when it does happen.
I'm not after an apology. I just want to fill in the blanks, you know.
Put yourself in my position. Your child's telling you they'd sooner be dead because bullying's making their life unbearable.
Brookside returns tomorrow evening at 8:30. Next tonight, and the Thames Valley is the oyster from which pearls must be plucked to please a demanding couple in Location, Location, Location.
Been doing this all day. It doesn't seem to be making much of a difference, you know.
The water's got everywhere. You seen the state of Beth's bed?
Is she okay?
Your dad's bedroom's the driest state of the lot, so I thought I'd leave her in there for a bit.
You do get these carpets up, you know. They're not going to dry out at this rate.
You might as well leave them where they are. It's not as if they'll dry outside in this weather. I'll have to get these washed.
You can't, Rich. We've got no electrics.
The freezer? If the electric's off, the food's going to be ruined.
Rachel, it's all right.
All right, we're just about scraping through on the money you're bringing in. We can't afford to replace it,
Jackie
Mike.
has left her keys. We can put the stuff in her freezer.
Are you sure she won't mind?
Oh, we'd do the same for her, wouldn't we?
What are we going to do? No heat, no light. Everything's ruined and it's not even ours. How are we going to get out of this one, Mike?
Van turns up. Driver enters the pub. Give it a minute and then whiz the van while he's inside. Simple as that. Or the van doesn't turn up, the driver doesn't go inside, and we sit here dying of hypothermia. Thought we were supposed to be inconspicuous.
Be a bit more conspicuous with it off, won't it? I mean, think about it. Two fellas our age sitting in a car by ourselves with no music on. It's always like this. But when it happens, it happens.
When it happens, it happens. You've been watching too many gangster films, mate.
Yeah, well, you better be ready when it does happen. Because you won't be getting no second chances.
Won't get no second chances.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the toilet. I'm going to have a mooch round, see if he's parked up anywhere.
Seconds out for round 4. I want a nice clean fight.
I've tried the angry approach. I'm going to see if I get better results, keeping calm.
I think the school are just as keen as us to get this sorted.
I think they're more concerned with keeping the noses cleaned. God forbid they'd have to make a decision and run the risk of upsetting anyone. I mean, how many times are we supposed to go through this?
I know, it's gone beyond a joke. Hey, well, let's not go in there with an attitude.
It's not an attitude, it's an observation.
Ray not in.
No, I'll try him again later.
Oh, feel that. If I'm this bad, how's Beth gonna cope? You know how cold it gets at night.
Look, I'll give Ray another knock later, and he might be able to help with the electrics. Save us calling a spark out, won't it?
What are you doing?
Well, I can't go and see my dad and leave you with all this, can I?
We can't do any more. Everything else will just have to wait till the heating comes back on.
You don't mind me going?
Mike, it might be cold and miserable here, but at least we haven't got bars on the windows.
Well, I'll be as quick as I can, OK?
Give him my love.
Yeah, will do. What's this?
Oh, it's on the coat. I recognise the envelope.
And how come you didn't open it? Do you know what, Rich? For once, I'd like a bit of good news, a bit of luck.
It'll come.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, law of averages. It's got to be our turn one day, hasn't it? Now go on, go. You'll be late for your dad.
Jay, has anyone ever knocked for Ray while you've been here?
Yeah, loads of people. Why?
No, I mean, like, a Jehovah's Witness. Because I saw Ray talk to this woman the other day. And he looked like, I don't know, like he was up to something that he shouldn't have been.
What? Like converting?
No, I asked him who she was, and he said it was a Jehovah's Witness. And she didn't look like one.
Oh, you mean no tattoo on the forehead?
Well, that's not what I meant. You could tell by the way that they were talking, it wasn't that type of conversation.
What type of conversation?
What type that you'd have on your doorstep with a total stranger? It was like he knew it, I don't know. Something about the faces. I don't know, there was just something.
Young or old?
Well, she was older than us, but younger than him. A lot younger than him.
Oh, so a bit of a lookery. Well, maybe it is a bit on the side. I don't know, as soon as Jesse's out the way, Ray douses himself in aftershave and prepares himself for afternoon delights with his floozy. I bet that Idaho's never seen so much action, eh? Nicky, do you really think that Ray's carrying on?
It was intimate. Close. He looked like he was... I don't know, it just didn't look right.
Look, Ray's happy with his odd jobbing and his gardening. He's not in the market for that kind of thing.
I didn't think you were until you did it.
You certainly have a way of making your point, don't you?
I'm only telling you what I saw, Jay.
Listen, if you think that Ray's doing the dirty on your nan, then ask him about it, front him. But I'd be ready with a really big apology if I was you.
Do you have any children? I know. I think it's a terrible question, too. Implies everyone with a son or daughter is instantly in authority on bringing up children, which they're not.
Diane, the role of the Education Welfare Officer is to mediate.
And try and find a solution that suits both parties, yeah. You've already said. You do your best to try and help them, don't you? Support them. Stop them worrying. Can you imagine what it's like to sit opposite your child and have them tell you they'd sooner be dead?
I realise this is a very emotive subject, Mrs. Murray.
You can't help them. You know for a fact there's nothing you can do or say to comfort them. Put yourself in my position. Your child's telling you they'd sooner be dead because bullying's making their life unbearable. What do you say? How do you mediate your way through that?
Di. Come on, we've got to get this sorted.
Like, I need telling.
We have a successful anti-bullying policy in place, a very successful policy. I know this is a difficult situation. It can't be resolved overnight. We need the full cooperation of all concerned and enough time for the policies implemented to take effect.
You've had our full cooperation from day one, and 2 months to implement your policies. If that's not long enough for them to take effect, should we ask Anthony to hang on a bit longer?
All right, Dad. Well, laid up your game, give me something to look forward to.
How have you been, okay?
Oh, all right, you know. How's Beth and Rachel?
Oh, they're both fine. They send the love.
Good. Give Beth a big kiss off her granddad, you hear? Tell me, have you managed to get your money problem sorted out yet?
Well, I got a letter from the court this morning, and... Well, yeah, it's okay.
You know, with that hanging round your neck, you got enough to cope with. I've got to say it, Michael, I'm disappointed that you got yourself into that mess in the first place. You never borrow more than you can afford to pay back. Thought I taught you that much, at least. I mean, our Jacqueline seems to manage, doesn't she?
So has this place been treating you? Everything okay?
Yeah, not bad, you know.
Do the fellas like?
Some don't deserve to be in here. Some don't deserve to get out.
All right, load of scallies then, yeah?
Some just made bad decisions, some. One little minute when they weren't thinking straight. Had to make a choice. Made the wrong one. So this is where they end up.
But is everything okay?
See, you never think about that. Everything you do has a consequence, everything.
But you never think about it because you never get the time. It's all work and family, getting the bills paid on time, keeping a roof over your head. And you never get the chance to stop and actually think about what you're doing. Too busy surviving. Not in here, though. One thing there's an abundance of: time. Nothing to do but sit and think over and over what you did, what you should have done.
Dad, what's wrong?
Take no notice of me, son. Just a bit tired, that's all.
It's freezing. Can't see your heater on.
Waste petrol. I think we might be needing that, don't you?
I think we've had it, you know. He's not going to show.
Time to make a move.
Yeah, come on. Hang on. Hang on. That's it. We're in the money, mate. That's the driver.
But really, now we're happy enough.
I didn't think happy husbands had affairs.
Oh. One day she met me at the top of our street. She couldn't wait for me to get home, you know. We were standing on the corner of Green Lane and she told me she was expecting.
Must have been over the moon.
From that moment on, I felt as though my life had been mapped out. Oh, I smiled, you know, and said all the right things and that, but inside myself, I felt, this is it. This is it. No more doing what you want to do. No more Mr. and Mrs. We were Mum and Dad. So I felt frustrated, you know, left out. And after a while, I started to look for a bit of understanding, a bit of comfort.
You met Sylvia? By me?
Yeah. She was one of Reenie's friends. She came and told me. We only saw each other off and on, you know. She came and told me that she was pregnant. Well, I told Reenie. Well, I had to, didn't I?
So, I've got a half-brother or sister?
No. She went to see a doctor in Southport. As he called himself a doctor. Reenie was destroyed. Said all the trust had gone. She said she didn't want to bring a child into a loveless marriage. Well, it's not surprising, really. They'd look at the baby, they'd be reminded of what I'd done. And how I'd spoiled things.
I'm sorry.
No, it's me that should be apologizing to you. We got back together again. I think it was just to be honest, just to prove to her parents that they were wrong, that we, well, it wouldn't last, you know. It was never the same after that.
As I said before, Marty, these things can't be resolved overnight.
Why?
I'm sorry?
Why?
There are procedures.
Right, procedures.
Dan, there's no short-term solution.
Suspend them. Expel them.
That's hardly a solution.
It will get rid of the problem.
We're doing all we can.
Do more.
Part of the problem is the fact that most of the incidents happen outside of school hours and away from school premises.
So all these policies that you're telling us are so successful are useless once the kids go out the school gate.
We have absolutely no control over the pupils once they leave the school premises.
So what will it take before you'll help? Some sort of botched suicide attempt?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Anthony would never...
Are you? Because I'm not. He's asked for our help now, we've asked for yours, and nothing's changed. All you can do is wag your finger and quote statistics and go on about how successful your strategies are. Now, I'm no genius, but I know enough about statistics to know that they can be doctored to make it look like you're doing well, when in actual fact you're doing nothing.
One thing we should do is get him back to school.
Over my dead body.
Mrs. Murray, I understand your concern, but by keeping Anthony from school, you could be breaking the law.
Sue me.
What we want is for our son to be able to go to school without being terrorised, to feel safe while he's there and to get the education he deserves.
Well, at least that's something we're agreed on.
Right. So how are we going to do it?
Your mum wasn't married, so you were given to her sister, June. I mean, she had been married for a while, but she didn't have any children. Everybody thought it was the right thing to do.
It was a bit of a shock. Finding out after all that time the woman I thought was Mum wasn't. I wish she'd told me. Maybe she never found the right moment.
It doesn't exist, does it, eh? The right moment.
When I was about 10, Sylvia moved away. I was at that age, you know, piecing together my family, wanting to know who was related to who, how they met, when they married, looking at the old photos. I didn't realise it at the time, but I think I was causing her pain.
It must have been difficult for Sylvia.
Can't have been easy.
Did you see a lot of her?
When she moved, that was it, really. Birthday cards, Christmas cards.
For what it's worth, I'm very sorry.
I'm not after an apology. I just want to fill in the blanks, you know. Finish off the jigsaw, if you know what I mean.
Oh, got your flowers? Ah, forget it.
What do you think you're doing?
What, you might need a hand?
Yeah, well, I've had the longer apprenticeship than you. Get back in the car, will you?
Thanks for meeting me.
Oh, thanks for finding me.
Listen, would it be all right if I saw you again? You say when and where. It's just, there's still a lot of things I'd like to ask, you know, about Sylvia, your mum.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I almost forgot. That's Stephanie, my daughter. Your granddaughter. Would you like to keep it? Oh, you don't have to, I just thought...
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, things aren't running exactly smoothly at home at the moment, and if I kept it, I'd want to show it off, you know what I mean? Maybe later. Who'd have thought it, eh? A daughter and a granddaughter, all in one day. It's your mum? Sylvia?
You kept it all this time?
Yeah, I don't know why. Listen, I'm not in a position to ask for favours, but could we keep this just between ourselves at the moment? I mean, back home, Jessie doesn't know what's going on, and if she finds out her old man's got a bit of a past, it's going to be a shock, you know. And I've got a lot of explaining to do, and, well, I'd like to choose my moment. Yeah? She's a good-looking girl, our Stephanie. She's got your mum's eyes.
So, when Anthony returns to school on Monday, he'll arrive 5 minutes after the pupils, and at the end of the day, leave 5 minutes before them.
At least that'd keep him out of their way.
He could also try a different route home.
There's only one way back. If he took a detour, that'd take him through the estate. And that'd add about an extra 15 minutes onto his journey.
Could he go to a friend's house if you were to contact the parents?
I don't think that would work.
I'm sure if you explain, the other parents would be only too pleased to help.
Oh, it's not that. It's just, to be honest, I don't think Anthony's got any friends. So maybe we better try something else.
We did it, mate! We did it! I'm on my way back. Yeah, I'm fine. Great. Listen, I want you to meet me. We'll meet me at Jackie Farnham's old flat. I've got a bit of a surprise.
I've got to get things sorted.
That's what we were here for.
While we're waiting for the powers that be to get the wheels in motion, there's a couple of things we can be doing for ourselves.
Like what?
Well, he's got to go back to school on Monday, so we can start getting him out and about and doing stuff that lads his age normally do.
Why is it that every time I hear the word normal coming from you, I break into a cold sweat?
He needs toughening up.
Marty!
And instead of waiting for that lot to get their fingers out, he'll be able to deal with any bother himself, won't he?
Deal with any bother. You mean fighting, don't you? Don't you?
We tried it your way, and it didn't work. Now we'll try it mine.
What's this? Santa's grotto?
No, it's a little treat for him.
Ah, got you. Hey, I was wondering, what did you do with the van?
It's gone.
That's my cue, I think. Hey, some trip, mate.
Nice one, partner.
And don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, babe.
What's all this?
Well, thought we could make a few bob out of this.
Any trouble?
Mm-mm.
And did you enjoy it?
Mm.
So, what are your plans for tonight?
Well, I was thinking, what was the score last time?
The amount of places we've done it?
Mm.
I think it was up to 19.
Are you ready to go for 20?
Reg? I wonder where you were then.
I was just hanging some rugs and stuff out on the line. See if they dry any quicker out there.
Is Beth upstairs?
Tucked up in bed. Only place she can keep warm.
Oh, Reg. Come here.
No, you're freezing. I've hardly eaten all day and Beth's as cold as ice.
OK, all right. Well, we can't stay here, can we? I'm not sure you and Beth will get through the night. And I'm sure Max and Jackie wouldn't want us to freeze to death, would they?
You sure it'll be all right?
Rachel, what else can go wrong, eh?
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Guess who I saw coming out of the Black Bull?
Brad Pitt.
I just feel so much more alive.
Just lock me in my room then. Well, that way everybody's happy, especially me.
No, he wasn't with Charlie West. I'm sorry.
More Brookside tomorrow at 8:30. Even harder hitting drama, hit being the operative word, in The Sopranos at 10:30. Next tonight, a new series shows the NHS in the raw, and Nottingham Hospital opened its doors and allowed in the cameras. The trust begins in intensive care.
Come on. Tim, I need a wee. Come on.
Go on, then.
There's no bathroom here, remember? You can't be in bottles like you. Tim! Tim, come on, we've got to go.
I'll ring Steve. We can't leave this alone. We bust the door. Anyone could wander in. Just answer phone. Steve, get round here as soon as possible. We need to put a lock on this door. Can't you just think of something else?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I know something that should take your mind off it. Guess who I saw coming out of the Black Bull yesterday with some bird?
Brad Pitt.
Your nan's fella.
Ray?
He was looking well shifty.
You kept that quiet, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I had other things on my mind, didn't I?
Who was she?
Dunno. Whoever she was, they were looking well cosy.
Oh, where are you now?
Whoa, wait! You're not supposed to be in here. Hey, look. Don't go kicking off. She could be anyone.
Well, he won't mind me asking then, will he? You going into work?
Yeah, I've got a fella coming in first thing to service the boiler.
But you're still setting out, so you're going back to school on Monday?
Yeah, why?
Well, seeing as it's the last day of freedom, I thought you might have had something planned.
I see you're going in.
I'm in enough lumber with work as it is. I just don't want him wandering the streets or spending another day on his own.
We'll have to get our Steve up.
Have you been in there? Pong's at the best of times, but it smells like a brewery today.
I know. Hey, but it's about time he did his bit. And he can't be any worse at tutoring than our Bridget.
Just lock me in my room then.
Anthony, love.
If it's too much trouble,
It's not.
well, that way everybody's happy, especially me.
I heard you the first time.
Where's me nan?
Do you feel as rough as you look?
Well, is she in or not?
She's awake, why?
Where's Ray?
Charming.
I'm desperate.
He's dropping it off, why? Why,
Because I want to know if she knows where he got to yesterday and what he's doing, sneaking around to pubs with strange women.
Strange women with short dark hair.
You knew?
I came home the other day, he was showing someone out. He got all flustered and told me she was a Bible basher. He couldn't wait to get out the door.
Why didn't he say anything?
Do you know, he laughed at me. He said I was imagining things.
Oh, well, he would too, wouldn't he?
This is Ray we're talking about. It's all be completely innocent.
Nicky, the Black Bull is miles away. Why didn't he just go somewhere local?
What, have you been in Best Bar lately?
What about the Swan? And why didn't he invite me nan?
Don't ask me. And don't you go asking him either. If he is having an affair, that'll just tip him off. Make sure he does a better job of hiding it. Poor Nan, we've got to talk to. She only make half day today.
Right. Well, I will be home in an hour. Until then, keep your mouth shut.
We're not all like you know.
Let me introduce my beautiful co-host, Rory.
Beth, all right?
Yeah, she's flat out, shipped up.
I heard a woman on radio this morning. She reckoned that working nights takes 10 years off your life.
Well, you have to make the most of me then, won't you? I won't be doing it forever. Give it up and become a professional house sitter, eh?
Professional squatters, you mean? We might have to once your dad finds out about the burst. Oh, no, the dehumidifiers, I completely forgot.
Rach, I went straight after work. I emptied them.
I know if they've done the trick, the carpet's drying out.
I hope so. I don't think it wants to be chances if they haven't.
What do you think they talk about? Jackie and Max just sitting here like this?
Probably how they're going to spend their money.
Do you reckon they have a laugh?
Yeah, when he gets his kit off.
I don't think so.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know.
No, I don't.
Don't you? Well, there must be some reason why he's so popular with the ladies.
And our Jackie has told you that?
Yeah, we've had a right laugh about it.
And what have you told her about me?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing!
Nothing?
I said you were an animal.
That's more like it. You haven't farts in front of her yet.
Only when he's wearing that dressing gown.
Turn him down, will ya?
Where were you last night, missus?
Celebrating.
A message wouldn't go amiss. I might have been worried out of my mind about you.
Were ya?
No.
Oh, you should have seen them, Jim. They were buzzing. It was a brilliant night. Well, what I can remember of it anyway.
Hey, listen. What about the swag? Safe and sound?
Yeah. Well, it will be anyway. They've got to put a lock on the door. They had to put it in.
Information overload, kidder. As long as the job went all right, that's all I need to know. And talking of jobs, have you seen the time? Skedaddle.
Oh, shouldn't have done that.
Get some air in your lungs, fresh air. It'll do the world a good. Have a nice day.
I could get a taste for this.
Me too.
Go away, all that talk about you being rushed off your feet. This is how you spend your mornings, isn't it? Ow! Ah. Just give me a dead leg.
What was that?
Shh. Just wondered how to do this crackle glaze.
Oh, she might have fallen out of a car.
Oh, at last.
Go on, up you go, kids.
What are you doing here? Well, when he said 10 o'clock, we thought...
Well, we thought 10 at night.
Oh, hi. Can you put me through to the school bursar, please? Thanks. Hello. It's Mrs. Rogers here. I'm bringing my daughter in, Louise, for a visit tomorrow, and I just wondered if you could fax me the directions. Right. Could you just remind me how much the school fees are, please? Right, and they're payable when?
It was everywhere, Jack. Gallons of it.
And then the lecky blew. It was awful.
How much damage?
Ray thinks we're looking at a good few hundred just to...
Ray? Well, what about the electrician?
They're coming tomorrow.
And the plumber?
The same. So, well, we were wondering, is there any chance of a bed for the night?
Yeah, it won't be any more than that. We should be sorted by tomorrow afternoon.
Sure, yeah, no problem. More the merrier.
Oh, Harry! Sounds like Beth.
Sorry about, you know.
It suits you.
Hey, what time did you call this?
It was a long night, catching up on me Zeds.
So, did you bring the lock and that, so? Yeah, and how are you going to drill it in, eh?
Don't mess with the caretaker's son.
It's all yours, mate.
Could have tidied up a bit.
Didn't have the time.
Oh, too busy worrying about what to spend your millions on.
You thought of anything yet? Oh, and don't say you're going to spend it all in your business.
I've seen a shirt.
And?
Maybe a new pair of shoes.
I'm getting a suit.
You?
Yep. Oh, it's navy 3-button. Oh, it's sharp. Purple satin lining. And I'm joining Jackie Farnham's gym. Gold membership that works.
Oh, fully fledged gangster, eh?
Well, you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Let's go to work.
Maybe we should just tackle Ray.
Hiya, Nan.
Hiya, Nan. How was week?
Oh, don't ask. It's the young ones going cleaning.
Oh, don't be soft.
Oh, I need a bath. And a hip replacement, new kneecaps, and a facelift. But a bath will do for now.
Nan? We were just wondering. Did you and your Ray go to the bingo yesterday?
Afternoon. I was working.
Well, did Ray go on his own then?
Ray? No. Where was he? Oh, I know. He nipped round to Charlie West's. The patio door was warped or something.
There you go.
What?
Nan. He wasn't with Charlie West. I'm sorry. He was in the Black Bull with another woman.
Not Ray.
And he was seen.
He's been acting really funny ever since he had that win on the bingo.
Everybody's been acting funny. Look at Bridget.
Bridget's not your husband. Bridget hasn't been going behind your back, slooping off doing things. And Bridget hasn't been bringing women to your house.
Nan, I saw him showing her out. And he told me that she was a Jehovah's Witness.
Ray's not like that.
None of them are, Nan. Not until you catch them at it.
Oh, this is that business with Jerome. It's twisting the way you see things.
Let's ask him then, eh?
Can you come here a minute, please?
Look, Nan, we might be making a mountain out of a molehill. Maybe there's a good explanation. Maybe he's found God.
In a pub in Manor Park.
Sorry, Nan, I don't believe in all this ignorance is bliss.
What's up?
Take those stupid things off.
Leave them on. You might need them in a minute.
Thank you, girls.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, not on my account.
Em's late for work. Come on.
If I'm going to be humiliated, I'd rather not do it in front of my grandchildren. Have you been carrying on behind my back?
I knew this would happen. People always want to believe the worst, don't they, eh?
Sometimes they're right.
I didn't... Oh, I didn't want you to find out this way.
Oh, come on, Ray, spit it out. Who is she?
She's my daughter.
You haven't seen our aunt, have you, Jimmy?
Love, I haven't had a minute to turn round. Hey, you'll notice this in your game. Scented this, scented that. Nothing smells like itself anymore.
I suppose you're right. If you do see him, could you tell him to ring me at the salon? I've just nipped over in my break.
Oh, not a problem. The worst thing is they all clash. You see, they're not working together. They're all competing for attention.
Jim, what's the score here?
The Wanderer returns!
It's like a flaming wind tunnel.
Leave that! I'm letting some fresh air in.
Freezing air?
Look at this lot. All I did was open the cleaning cupboard. Lemon, pine, lime zest, peach and jasmine. What's all that about?
Haven't you heard that good news?
Oh, yeah, congratulations. All secured, is it?
Padlocked.
Nice one. So what's next in the master plan, then?
I think the master plan's got a day off today.
I'll drink to that.
Oh.
I'm not proud of it, any of it.
I'm not surprised.
All I'm asking for is a bit of compassion for Helen, if for nobody else.
Well, it's very hard not to feel sorry for somebody who's been abandoned even before she was born.
You make me sound so hard.
Weren't you?
I was all over the place. Most of all, I was guilty. And guilt is a terrible emotion, Jess.
Well, I haven't noticed much sign of it in all the time we've been together.
I had to make a choice. Don't you understand? In the end, I did my duty and went back to my wife.
And I'm supposed to be impressed by that as a wife. You stay where you are.
Don't care if it's the flaming mother. Jimmy?
Hello, kid. How's it hanging?
Oh, no luck on the job front.
Oh, don't be worrying about that. It's early days. Listen, I'm on the scrounge for a bit of line space. Some of this is your Emily's, so it's not as hard-faced as it seems. I've been through the house like a dose of salts.
Nearly for spring cleaning, isn't he?
Do you know what? I don't think we do clean anymore. I think we just replace one set of smells with another.
It's a bit awkward at the moment, Jim. Nan and Ray, they've got some sorting out to do.
Are they killing one another? I'll have a word, bang their heads together.
No, honest to God, it's fine. They're best left on their own. Hey, you look great, you know.
Do I? Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I do. Everything's just that little bit sharper. Know what I mean? Yeah, my taste buds are working. Mind you, the way I cook, that's no great thing. Yeah, I can smell properly. I'm jumping out of bed first thing in the morning. I just feel so much more alive.
That's great.
Like having detox without paying through the nose for it, know what I mean?
Jimmy, I'd love to stand here gabbing all day, but I'm going to be in big trouble if I don't get these notes finished.
Message received and understood. Listen, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
Did you make her grovel?
Sylvia?
Really?
Oh, no. She made me grovel every day for the rest of our married life.
I might have believed that till today.
You know enough about Reenie.
I know exactly what you've told me. Except now I know how easily you can skew things to suit yourself.
Oh, Jess.
All those tales about her being a harridan. Well, no wonder. She must have been heartbroken.
Yeah, well, so was I. So was I. Never more than the day the doctor told us she'd never have another child.
And what sort of consolation must that have been? Not much, I bet. Not when she knew you were only doing it to do your duty.
Whose side are you on here?
I don't know, Ray. I really don't know.
I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Tell you what, Steve...
What time do you call this? I've been worried sick. Sorry.
We've been on a bit of a spree, haven't we, mate?
What with?
It's Crimbo money. Go on, show your mum, go on. Come here.
Gerard?
Give him something to aim for. Nothing wrong with having a goal in life. Do you get it? Goal. Go on, show her the other.
Oh, Rach, I've just barged in to empty this wash basket. Completely forgot that our mate was in bed.
Oh, Chucky.
And he's used to it, honestly. Beth does it all the time.
Well, British coffee, just how I like it. Weak, watery bliss.
I'll make you some filter if you like.
No, really, this is how I like it.
I better call round to the health club later. Hasn't burnt down while I was away, has he?
Still standing, far as I know. So come on, spill. Was it fabulous?
Rach, it was unbelievable. But I'm shattered. We didn't get much rest, did we?
No.
Oh, yeah?
With the kids. They wouldn't go near the ski school, would they?
Well, Harry wanted his mummy and then, well, Emma did too.
Oh.
I know. At the beginning of the week, I was like, oh, that's my boy. But by the end of the week, I was like, Harry, just go to ski school. You'll love it. Anything for a break.
Well, we'll be out from under your feet in the morning, so you can have a break then.
Rach, you can stay as long as you like, you know that.
Thanks, you are good. Do you mind if I just run the iron over these?
You don't have to ask.
Cheers.
Didn't really mean that, did you?
What, stay as long as you like? No, but Rachel isn't daft, is she?
She doesn't really get me, you know.
She doesn't know you.
Well, she talks to me like I'm a rather friendly geography teacher, you know. Pleasant enough, but then she can't wait to hide behind the bike sheds again.
Oh.
So you shifted all that ale already? Lads.
Oh, Jim, don't start with the Professor of Crime Act, please.
Hey, fancy a kick around? I'm just saying, that's all. Robbing, it's the easy bit. Shifting, it's the problem. That's where you really earn your money. That. And
What's all this about, Marty? Anthony's never been remotely interested in playing footy. As for boxing,
I'm just building his confidence.
by encouraging someone to knock 7 bells out of him.
By encouraging him to get involved, giving him a chance to make some mates.
So you get him to spend his Christmas money on stuff he doesn't want. How low can you get?
Control it.
Oh! Yeah, Max?
There you go. The universal language of football.
Hey.
Building bridges
Right.
wherever you turn.
I think I'll nip over to the health club while Max is busy. Do you mind?
Well, you've been itching to all day. Go on, go.
Only be 10 minutes.
Look at the kid he thinks he's George Best.
Oh, don't be tired.
Oh, look at Jackie's face. No wonder she's walking dead fast. Do you know what? My dad can play better than that. In fact, our Beth can play better than that.
Taste this, see if it needs more chili.
State of us. Left to mind the kids and cook the tea. The Filipinos are brookside close, aren't we?
It's all right, I'll get it.
Get out of my way.
Jess? Shall I put the light on?
Do what you like.
Have you calmed down?
I've stopped crying, if that's what you mean.
I don't know why you got so upset. I mean, it happened all those years ago. I mean, I'm not trying to pretend it's not important. Of course it is. But it doesn't affect what you and I've got.
You don't think?
No, I don't. Oh, Jess, I made a terrible mistake. I should never have taken up with Sylvia. But I was besotted with her. I let me heart rule me head.
And everything else.
Whether you believe me or not, Reenie was a very, very unaffectionate woman. I mean, even when we were just married, she could never tell me that she loved me. And she could never pay a compliment. It was just her way.
Ray, please. I don't want to hear your justifications.
All I'm trying to say is, Jess, that you should be relieved in a way. I mean, you started off thinking I was cheating on you, and now you know I wasn't, and you know I never would.
The Ray I know, thought I knew, wouldn't walk away from his responsibilities. Walk away from a child.
Oh. I was a young man. I know it's no excuse.
No, it's not.
But I've changed.
OK, so you're not having an affair. You might as well be. You're certainly capable of it.
Well, not anymore.
I only have your word to go on. You see, an affair, in a way, at least it's like an ending, one way or another.
Hey?
Well, you'd end it with her, or you'd end it with me. This way, meeting Helen, it's just a beginning.
No.
Yes. She's your daughter. You have to get to know her. And she has to get to know her mum.
But you could be part of all that.
Oh, I could tag along like a spare part. But what would be the point? Ray, you've already said yourself you were besotted with Sylvia. And then you lost her. In your mind now, she's a perfect figure. How can I compete with that?
Oh, credit me with some intelligence. I know the difference between a living, breathing woman and a dream.
She's your dream woman.
I never said that.
I know what you said. So what does that make me? Some kind of consolation prize?
Sharp! What are you doing here?
I work here. Nearly 2 weeks now. It's great.
Did Sol give you the job while I was away on holiday?
Yeah, he's a lovely fella.
He's a dead man. That bitch did her best to break up my marriage.
But she signed a 12-month contract.
You walked away from a woman who was having your child.
You are bullying me.
It's for your own good. Now get some mates and start being normal.
Where's your girlfriend, Ray? Haven't you managed to sneak her in now my nan's gone to church?
My God, Jesus! Yeah.
Running faster than a speeding bullet is useless in the dating game. The Superboy is just a mere mortal in Smallville over on E4. Here on Channel 4 next, Father Ted's in holy hot water.